Our eyes and brains play tricks on us all the time. Because when you see something, you don't just see it with your eyes. Have you ever wondered whether your eyes work the same way as everybody else's? Well, you might say, oh, these are very complicated pictures, but my eyes would never fool me. My brain would never fool me with a simple picture.
Rob on the left, Dean on the right. Which one is taller? Ah, you say, obviously Dean is taller.
I'm off the ground now, and it seems to be working. You'll see those trucks moving in the back of the quarry. You remember, I'm holding a paper bag. You can't see it because it's blue.
And I'll guarantee that in the next week, you're going to see more converging lines than you thought possible as you ride down the street to school, as you go shopping. Perhaps Rob is further away from you.
Looking tiny, as small as an insect, and clinging to a leaf up there in a tree somewhere. And there we are. How about that? Defying gravity. Look at that. Well, it's not easy. Crazy room that seems to make people grow when they go to one side and then shrink when they go to the other.
Now Rob is taller than Dean.
So here I am, standing on the riverbank. Looks so wonderful, I should have brought a fishing rod. You've probably guessed how we made Rob look so small and the dinosaurs look so big. Well, 20 kilometres and I've hardly raised a sweat. Ah! Nearly landed down on the ground. Yeah, actually you could do this yourself. Have a wall at home, flying carpet, and fly across Australia. A wonderful way to fly, very cheap.
If I move back a little further, what about now? Now if I slide across this time, I'm partly hidden, and so you know that I'm further away.
You've suddenly got a headless monster, the kind you find in the horror movies. Actually, I'm not running anywhere. I'm standing perfectly still in the television studio in front of a blue wall. See if you can then work out a way to make people walk on the ceiling.
Moving spirals are equally problematic. I'm going to turn this one on and see if I can get it spinning, and what I want you to do is to look at it for about half a minute. Right, now what I want you to do is to look at that central dot, and don't take your eyes away. And you're going to see a number of interesting things. First of all, the spiral seems to be racing in towards the centre. Of course it's not, it's just an illusion that the line is doing that. The other thing you'll notice as you stare at it is the spiral seems to get coloured edges. That's a peculiar phenomenon, and it takes a lot of explaining, but it's a trick that the spiral plays on your eyes. The thing I really want you to see is what happens when we turn the spiral off. Because while you're watching that spiral apparently racing towards the centre, it's giving your brain and your eyes certain messages. So when we turn it off and you look at me, my face is going to appear to expand. It'll look as if the camera's coming in on me. I promise you it's not going to, but you will see me growing bigger in your screen. You ready? 3, 2, 1, 0. And I appear to be growing in the middle of your screen. Look at the walls or the furniture, and you'll probably see that they appear to be growing too. A very odd trick that spirals play on your eyes. In fact, all round, spirals are very peculiar things.
The spiral in shape will make you go insane. But everyone wants to see that crazy thing.
I can really recommend these magic taps. They just haul water out of the air. And not only that, the water itself is magic. I'll collect a bit and I'll show you. There we are, a tumbler almost full of the stuff. If I take the glass of water and I put an ordinary table napkin over the top, watch this. There we are, stays in the glass. Oh, it's getting hotter. It's getting hotter. It's starting to boil. Yes, here come those first bubbles. It's getting hotter and hotter. My gosh, it's so hot I can hardly hold it. I'll let go cold. And in fact, it's now so cold that I can drink it. How's it all done? So, how's it done? Well, come with me and I'll show you the disassembled illusion. Let's take it apart. Outer covering goes, clear front window goes, inner covering goes, take out all the jelly that fills most of the eye until it makes a good thickish syrup through the top layer and spreading over the bottom layer. Bring on the clouds, please. This part is the lens, like a magnifying glass. Very important, as we'll see later, but I'll take it out for now. So with that in mind, let's look at the illusion. And you can see how it goes. Let me grab the water column with my hand. And just touch and press very gently the outer corner of one eye. Don't know what you see, but I see a sort of blaze of light around about my nose region. You rub that on either side of your nose. Okay. Try the tip of the finger very gently, don't press, into the inner corner of the eye. And if you do that for about half a minute, perhaps a little bit longer, you'll get a most peculiar sensation. You've got two noses.
People go up through them and things come down through them. It's very dramatic.
Hold the card up in front of your right eye with the dot closest to your nose. Keep it horizontal, look at the dot and move the card back and forth. So what you see, or rather what you perceive, is not just what the eyes are looking at, it's the way the brain deals with it as well.
Well, what was that magic water carry-on all about? Come with me and I'll show you. You can see that it's a real tap. Well, it's real water too. If I put my finger there, you can see it's running down off my finger and leaving it quite wet.
Even though your brain is more remarkable than the most powerful computer in the world, it is possible to trick that very brain of yours. Have a look at this. What can you see? Oh, you say that's easy. I can see a window going around. Is it rotating or no? It paused. Now it's going the other way. Okay, so we're watching a window that's going backwards and forwards. The matchbox going around the back of the window. Keep watching it. Now look what happens. The window appears to pause and go backwards, but the matchbox keeps coming and floats out past this edge of the window and rejoins the other edge of the window. Watch it again. Goes around the back. Firmly attached to the window, you can see that. But here's the crazy part. The window appears to stop, to pause and then go backwards. Matchbox just keeps on coming, floating through space. Now there's the window, it's rotated. So is the ruler, it's attached to the window. What's happening here? The window's going backwards, the ruler's still coming, and now it goes somehow or other through the window itself. It's really crazy. The window pauses again, the ruler keeps coming. The ruler's attached to the window, you can see that, you can even see the pin. But watch what happens here. The ruler's coming, window pauses, window goes backwards, somehow or other they go through each other, even though you know they can't do it.